Hey guys, and welcome to the video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Barbenheimer, the marketing craze that surrounded both Barbie and Oppenheimer, and the fact that the marketing may have gone a little too far. So get ready for an explosively pink episode of Review Flicks. But before we do all that, guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and stay up to date with all the movie news we have going on around here. So guys, we're going to be jumping into this article here. Warner Brothers issues an apology in response to massive Japanese backlash, sparked by studio's endorsement of the hashtag Barbenheimer movement. Warner Brothers has issued an apology in response to their endorsement of the viral hashtag Barbenheimer trend, propelled by the simultaneous releases of the Universal Pictures Oppenheimer and the Warner's very own Barbie, which sparked outrage in Japan. Yeah, so we have to remember, guys, that I know a lot of people are very, very excited about these two movies that were coming out, and people were creating memes and doing cosplays and all kinds of stuff like that. But there's people over in Japan, and they have a really bad family history of what happened in World War II with these two bombs being dropped on their country. And then they look over to the West and they see all this content coming out, kind of making light of the situation. And I can understand why they might feel a bit hurt and upset about the whole thing. Obviously, we've never experienced anything even remotely similar to what they went through during World War II with that event. So it's hard to say what they would be feeling or wouldn't be feeling. But I just kind of wanted to put that out there, guys. But let's continue on with the article. So prior to the release of the aforementioned films, fans made hashtag Barbenheimer social media phenomenon to encourage people to see Greta Gerwig's Barbie and Christopher Nolan's biopic, Oppenheimer. The viral trend consists of memes featuring an atomic bomb explosions to represent Oppenheimer mashed up with pictures of the Barbie movie. So obviously we have the picture here for Oppenheimer, the poster. After the movie's respective debuts, what initially was perceived as a harmless trend, they combined the names of two contrasting movies that transitioned into a flat-out atomic bomb-related jokes. The controversy began with discussing films shared a poster by a professional designer, Steve Reeves, which played into the hashtag Barbenheimer trend that would later be endorsed by Warner Brothers via the official Twitter account for the Barbie movie. And then goes on to say, quote, "It's going to be a summer to remember," replied the official Barbie movie account in since a deleted tweet. Then we have pictures like this, memes and kind of collaboration of artworks of the two movies put together. We can see the Barbenheimer here, and then we've got obviously Barbie sat on Oppenheimer's shoulders, the atomic explosion going off behind, and and then Warner Brothers officially retweeted it under the Barbie movie banner. It's going to be a summer to remember. This led Japanese Twitter users boycotting hashtag Barbenheimer under the hashtag Never Barbenheimer hashtag, who claimed the memes trivialized the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945. Yeah, guys, it's a very difficult subject to talk about because it's such an unprecedented part of history. No other countries have experienced anything remotely similar to that event that took place of those two bombings and the amount of people that were killed as well. And to see media making light of those events, like I say, guys, because we've never experienced that. I'm from the UK. We've never remotely experienced anything like that in this country here, and every other country around the world pretty much. So it's, how do you feel about it? I mean, none of us are in the situation where we've had to deal with, content being pumped out to do with a tragic family history, and it's kind of, I'm not really sure how to feel about it. But I never want to deny someone's feelings. If someone feels hurt or upset by an event or by, media portraying something in a bad way, then they're completely right to feel the way that they want to feel about the situation. I don't believe anybody has the right to tell someone not to feel upset about something. But yeah, let's continue on, guys. So according to the information collected by history, it's estimated roughly 70,000 to 135,000 people died in Hiroshima and 60,000 to 80,000 people died in Nagasaki, both from acute exposure to blasts and from long-term side effects of radiation. Sometimes I just get a bit emotional even reading about this, guys, because even though it happened, obviously before I was born, and it's still a tragic event, and it's still heartbreaking to read about. So from Strange here at Strange SJP, my hashtag Barbenheimer poster. Which movie are you planning on watching first? And if you've seen them, which one was your favorite? And then we've obviously got Barbie here sat on a pink car. Barbenheimer right at the bottom, and then the atomic explosion going off behind. And yeah, I don't know, just kind of using the imagery of an atomic explosion to sell a movie. I mean, what do you guys think about it? Jump into the comments. Let me know how how do you perceive this whole thing. I'd be very interested to know what you guys think. It's a difficult thing to talk about in words. I don't really know what to say, guys. Quote: a tweet without a shred of intelligence, an insult to Japanese people. Tweeter J Ojo's bizarre adventure. Diamond is unbreakable character designed by Nishi Tamarumi. Okay. And then he said, yeah, he just says here, so in this tweet here, a tweet without a shred of intelligence and an insult to Japanese people. So yeah, there's a lot of people that are very upset with what's been going on with the marketing around these two movies. So, quote, memification of the atomic bomb sucks, but we were hoping that the official and only the official would say, we do not want this kind of memification and we will never support it, at Zara1Q84 noted, translated via Deep L. Quote, we were eagerly awaiting the release of the film, but we can no longer truly enjoy the movie Barbie. So there's been people that are obviously don't feel like they want to support the Barbie movie anymore because of this. Say what you want about people not supporting it. The movie's gone on to make over $1 billion now, so it's been super successful either way. But yeah, there's just a lot of people that are very upset with what's happened with the marketing. So quotes, the summer you should remember is Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945. Over 200,000 people were killed by 2 A-bombs by the end of the year, and the number of people who did and do suffer the after effect stopped playing with sickening memes. Yeah, and that comes from this Twitter account here, guys. There's another one here that says, quote, so is my grandfather, my family's history of cancer, my mother and I's chronic health issues, just a meme to you, purported descendant of A-bomb survivors. Quote, no Barbenheimer, I'd like to think that is just something the official social networking persons in charge of at home country does on their own and has nothing to do with aspirations of the director, cast and crew, but is the case. Please don't leave this tweet out, at least the official Japanese. So the user further demanded, please do some honest publicity for the people and for this movie. Yeah. Quote, Oppenheimer had lost interest in going in the first place, and now Barbie is getting in on the act like this. My summer is going to be nothing but Transformers, oh well. Responding to the massive backlash, Warner Brothers Japan used Barbie's movie official Japanese Twitter account and issued a statement which condemned their American counterparts' social media endorsement of hashtag Barbenheimer. It goes on to say, quote, there is currently a movement, hashtag Barbenheimer, by international fans that encourage people to watch both Barbie, distributed by Warner Brothers, and Oppenheimer, distributed by Columbia Pictures, which were both released in the US on July 21st. This movement or activity is not an official campaign, Warner Brothers Japan stated. So they're just coming out and basically saying that these memes that are being created are not officially being made by the studio. They're being made by, online artists and people just kind of doing it as a hobby. And they're being shared around on the internet, and they're kind of trying to separate themselves from what the fans are doing. Although they are partially responsible because they did initially share an artist's work of a meme of Barbenheimer, but then they went on to delete it quite quickly. But them sharing the image in the first place kind of spurred on fans to do it more. So whether they're partly responsible, that's up for debate, I guess. So, quote, on the other hand, we consider the inconsiderate response of the official US account of Barbie to the social networking postings by fans resulting in this movement to be extremely regrettable. And we take this situation very seriously and demand that the US headquarters take appropriate action. The statement continued, concluding, quote, we apologize to anyone who has been offended by this inconsiderate response. And that's coming from the Japanese headquarters of Warner Brothers. So, as previously mentioned, and in response to the controversy caused by the post, the Warner Brothers Motion Picture Group issued a formal apology and deleted the tweet endorsing the hashtag Barbenheimer movement. Quote, Warner Brothers regrets its recent insensitive social media engagement. Warner Brothers declared in a statement issued to Deadline, the studio offers a sincere apology. Reports have indicated that Oppenheimer still doesn't have a release date in Japan, leading to speculation that Christopher Nolan's biopic of the theoretical physicist, often referred to as the father of the atomic bomb, has been banned altogether in the land of the rising sun. So yeah, that's kind of where the article finishes off there, guys. Like I say, not having been through this event or having a family history of anything remotely close, I mean, it's one of those things that it's hard to describe. Like, I mean, people feeling upset by this marketing, I completely get it. Obviously, I'm never going to understand it from their point of view, having had this family history of what happened to them, and it's hard to describe. But you can never put someone's feelings down. If someone feels upset and insulted by this marketing, then you kind of, that's the way they feel. And the fact that Warner Brothers has come out and issued a statement saying they apologize, that's fair enough. It's better than them not saying anything. But yeah, hopefully people do keep in the back of their minds, if they're going to continue to make memes about these two films, that they just do bear in mind that you're creating a meme. It's all in good fun, and I'm sure when people are creating memes, they don't mean to upset anybody. They're not trying to offend anybody. But just bear in mind of the event that took place, and kind of the context of the memes that you're making. I guess that's the best way I could put it. But guys, so there's a couple of comments on this article. So let's go down and read what some of the community have to say. I'll be interested to see what some of the community have to say on this. So, are studios issuing an apology for constant World War II era type of films that seem to be milked non-stop? If they're issuing an apology over something trivial like that, might as well apologize to the German people for constantly spamming the same films over and over. While we're at it, let's get game developers who can't let go of the World War IIs also say sorry. Is that the same situation, though, making a World War II film and then making memes? Because when you make a meme, I don't think that that's the same situation. Making a World War II film and showing part of history in a World War II film, and then kind of like making a meme and fun of two different movies. I'm not sure how to feel about that, guys. You go down in the comment section, let me know what you think about that. Is making a meme and having a World War II film, can they both be insensitive towards different cultures? I guess they can, depending on the angle that you take to tell the story in a film. So, the Judging Crow, typical Hollywood, ready to make light of a tragedy if it means increasing their profits. That can be understood. You can agree with that to a point. But then when you see filmmakers and studios, when they make films like based on true stories about tragic events and they profit off of that, could you say that that's insensitive as well? There's movies about anything that's tragic, making profit off of something that happened in real life that's a tragedy, and you're making money from it. Is that insensitive as well? It's a very fine line. I'm not really sure where the line is to be drawn on that. So, Bunny with a keyboard. I like that username. So, it seems fair to point out that given how much of Barbie's messaging is radioactive and destructive cancer, having a nuclear explosion to promote it only... Oh, God. Wow. This person really didn't like the Barbie movie. It seems fair to point out that given how much Barbie's messaging is radioactive and destructive cancer, having a nuclear explosion to promote... Oh, my... Yeah. Yeah. I've got to say, from my point of view, like, I didn't enjoy Barbie. I didn't think it was a good film at all. I thought it was just Hollywood trash. It wasn't for me. I went and saw it because it was included in my monthly subscription to my local theatre. But I didn't enjoy the film at all. It's not something I would pay for to go and watch. But like I say, because it was included in my cinema pass, I just went and watched it anyway. But yeah, I didn't like it. So maybe the lesson here is that people in different areas of the world from different cultures have different views of the world. Absolutely. And can't all be expected to respond in the same way. And that the global socialists and their goal of forcing worldwide Marxist monoculture, that's a load of political nonsense that I'm not going to get into, so I'm going to skip that comment, guys. Yes, the time of Democrat president with backing, yeah, I can't be asked to get into that. I don't want to really... I know this is a little bit of a political subject, but I don't want to get into the proper political comments about stuff, guys. Hollywood is absolutely disgusting and completely disrespectful to Japanese people. Hollywood has given Japan the finger, idiots, quote, smart move. Yeah, this is the way a lot of people are feeling about this. They are feeling that Hollywood is basically just saying, we don't care about the Japanese people. We're going to make memes. We're going to post up stuff. We're going to make money off of, what happened to you and stuff like this. Whether this guy is correct, this guest that made this comment, you could say that. I don't think it's anyone's intention to offend anybody. But as I say, making profits off of, making a profit off of something that was a tragic history event. I'm not sure where the line is, guys. And a lot of people are going to have a lot of different responses to that. So getting offended by memes is pretty weak, but I will take any negative PR for that misandrist garbage. Yeah, another person who hated Barbie. Okay. In a just world, Warner Brothers would be apologizing for making the Barbie movie full stop. Yeah, I agree with that. I think, I don't want to make this movie about me reviewing Barbie, but I thought that movie is everything that's wrong with Hollywood. It's just complete garbage, and it's just garbage for the brain. But the fact that it's gone on to make so much movie is just unreal. I don't get it. Like a movie like Shazam! Fury of the Gods made 130 million, and then Barbie's gone on to make over $1 billion. Like how does that work? Like Shazam! Fury of the Gods wasn't the best movie ever, but the fact that it made less than 200 million, and then Barbie's made over 100 million, I can't, my brain can't wrap around that concept. But yeah, the whole Barbenheimer thing is plain stupid. But what do you expect from social media idiots who lapped up Barbie? Yeah, that's fair enough. Boohoo Japan, you guys still don't acknowledge what you did to China. Yeah, okay. More political comments about World War II. That's fair enough. He's entitled to his opinion. But yeah, that's just some of the comments that we've got there, guys. So I would love to know what you guys think about this, because it's not an easy topic to discuss, really. I was kind of having second thoughts about talking about this because it's a very sensitive issue based around this, based around these events of the atomic explosions in World War II and the marketing around these two films. But guys, please jump into the comment section. Let me know what you think about this. Do you think that this marketing has been insensitive? Do you think these memes are insensitive towards Japanese culture and what happened to them in their history? Do you think that the memes are just sort of just harmless fun and nobody meant to offend anyone? Yeah, I'd just love to know what you think, guys. So sorry, it's been a bit of a long one, but it's just an important topic that I thought would be really, really interesting to discuss. And obviously it encircles the films that we watch and the zeitgeist that's going on at the moment with these two massive films. So thanks for watching, guys. I'd love to hear what you have to say, and I will see you soon.